Hello everyone, this is going to be my first video on my channel, and the way I thought I'd kick off the channel would be with a robtop level tier list. So let's hop right into it. It's Stereo Madness, first level of the game. Pretty easy, but it has to be. It's the first level. Also, it's really basic with the deco, but it's 13 years old, so you can't ask a lot. A lot of basic cube gameplay. Yeah, not much to say. The only three hard parts are each of the triple spikes and the last coin route, which I think is kind of cool how there's a whole alternate route. But yeah, not much to say. It's not very exciting. Also, one thing, this is the third time I've recorded this because the first time I wasn't recording and it took about an hour to film because there's multiple attempts that I die at. And also, the second attempt, the music was too loud in the levels, so you couldn't even hear my voice, so I had to reshoot again, which is the attempt I'm doing now. But yeah, Stereo Madness. Back on Track is the second level of the game. It's also easy rated, just like Stereo Madness is. I think the song's a lot better than Stereo Madness. The coins, two of them are a snooze fest, and the last one's cool, I think. But yeah, level's really easy. Just simple gameplay. It's kind of boring though. That coin syncs with the music. No, not the coin, the pad. The deco is okay, and then the ship part is just terrible. I need to on the bottom, and the top, and the bottom, and the top, and the bottom, and the top. It just repeats for way too long. You can just smash the ceiling and floor, and it's so easy. There's no gameplay. Second, it just goes back to one boring cube. Color starts to change around now. Yeah, and then there's the last one there. That's cool. There's more cube gameplay. Yeah, let's back on track. Okay, let's tier Stereo Madness. Stereo Madness is a C. Back on Track is better. Why isn't it going? There. Yeah, I think Back on Track is definitely better. Next up, we have Polar. So next up is Polargeist. I think it's a good level. I like it a lot. I think it's definitely better than the previous two. The song's better, the color changes are better, the gameplay is more fun. Except for the ship part. The ship part's kind of bad. It's just a bunch of random blocks. And then like this drop here. And it just goes into this ass ship part where you can just hug the roof the whole time. No gameplay at all. Plus you get a coin for doing nothing. This is really bad. Then blue. Some simple gameplay. And there's a coin coming up to around 60. That right here. I'm not going for the third coin because I'm just gonna die. And then just start to fade to black. And there's one final drop, and then the level's over. Right here. And yeah, there's like a cool music sync there. Yeah, I think it's definitely better than the other ones we've looked at so far. I think Polargeist is a B tier. Okay, let's look at Tryout now. Yes, fourth level of the game. It introduces the upside down game mode. Just got more basic cube gameplay, nothing to run home about. And yeah, it gives you a lot of time to adjust to the upside down game mode at the beginning. It's like a couple seconds of like nothing, so you can learn how it works. And then there's a coin coming up here. Yeah, there's just not much to say about Drive. It's very forgettable. We're already 70% in. It's a very short level. It's not that exciting by any means. Then it goes in this part where there's spiky blocks, I guess. Yeah, nothing exciting. Then just more boring cube gameplay at the end. Not much to say about Drive. It's okay. It's nothing great. But yeah, let's try out. I think Tryout is a C tier. Okay, next level, base after base. Okay, next level, base after base. Yeah, it's kind of okay. Look at this coin, it's trash. You don't do anything, you just sit inside of a giant block. And there's less gameplay with the coin route than there is in the normal one, which is just crazy. And then this drop is pretty cool, I guess. It goes black and there's like some chain deco. Yeah, and then there's a coin right about here. It was below me. And there's some back on track stuff with the pads that you have to dodge. Then a simple ship part where you're just flying between some pillars. Then it goes into an upside down part. Also, if you saw that coin back there in the ship part, I forgot to narrate. That was terrible. You literally just hold the whole time. There's even less gameplay than the other coins. And then it's already the end of the level. Like, this level flies by so quickly. That is base after base. Personally, I think base after base is better than Tryout. And yeah, that's where the rankings stand for. Man, I love this level. It is the second hard rated level of the two, which base after base is the first. It introduces the can't let go jump, obviously. There's orb fake here and there. Got some kind of fun cube gameplay unlike previous levels where it's just some kind of filler. And then this drop is sick. This quad orb is awesome. So is this one. I love this quad orb with the music sync. And then he goes into the ship part. There's a coin up there. Upside down part sucks. If you know, you know. You probably do know if you're watching this video. And then it just transitions back into a normal gravity part, which can be difficult. And then you just go through that structure, triple spike, and there. That is Can't Let Go. It's really good. I like it. Yeah, it's definitely top of B. Also, the reason I keep checking Canva, is because that's where I made my thumbnail. And this is my second time recording, and I want it to match the thumbnail because my opinions are basically the same, so I don't want to just make the tier list different than the thumbnail, because then that would just be weird and people will point out in the comments. So yeah, thank you for looking through that. Sorry about wasting the time. Anyways, Jumper. It is the 7th level of the game. It introduces upside down ship, which is pretty cool. And it has one of the hardest coins, robtop coins. Here, the second coin, I always take the coin route for some reason. I don't know why. There you just hold after you fall because you're guaranteed to make it through. This corridor part is kind of cool, I like it. Where you constantly switch to gravity. I got an idea. I got a little inspiration from that part for my level I'm actually working on, but yeah. This part, I kind of think of it as like a bunch of enemy geometry dash ships and they're all coming at you and you have to like dodge them. I think it's pretty cool. Then it goes into this ending cube part, triple spike, and then there's just some orbs and pads and stuff. It's pretty basic. And then you go into the last upside down section, which your nerves are really going at this point when you're beating this for the first time. You just gotta really focus on jumping and falling. But yeah, that is Jumper. That is Jumper. Personally, I think Jumper is an A. It's very good. It's not quite S, but it's great. Next up is Time Machine. I really like Time Machine. The song's great. Like, it's absolutely great. Like, the last drop at 80%. This is a time machine. Like, that just goes so hard. Also, congrats on Vortrox completing Time Extreme. That was a couple weeks ago, I know, but still congrats. Must have taken forever. I tried speed hacking it to see how actually hard it was. I couldn't even get close to on the leaderboards with even speed hack, so I don't get how some people go on the leaderboards. They're probably just better than me, plus they also use speed hack to do that, so only a couple people completed it. Still can't believe that Zoink beat it in an hour. But yeah, back to the level. It's got really fun cube gameplay. I think it flows great with the song. The pads are fun, seeing your icon bounce, and it switches back. Alright, this level introduces the mirror portal, which, it's the mirror portal. If you go on the recent tab a lot, if you know, you know. Ooh, I got the coin there, let's go. I hate those blind jump coins, they're the worst. Get ready, here's the drop. Here's the drop, it goes so hard. I'm gonna just shut up so you can hear the song because it sounds so great. Yeah, that is Time Machine. I think it's really, really, really fun. It's on the longer side for the main levels. Where did I put Time Machine on my tier list? I put Time Machine in A, which I totally agree with. Personally, I think it's better than Jumper, but I'm gonna put it behind because it matches the thumbnail. Next up is Cycles. I think Cycles is a really fun level. It's the 9th main level of the game. It introduces fake orbs and ball game mode, but it doesn't really introduce fake orbs because Can't Let Go does that, but I think it's just the first level to really utilize them. And besides that, it's pretty fun. There's a lot of fakes. Like, you just saw like probably 10 fakes before me. That was crazy. I will jump into that. Like that. Here's the first coin. Just a simple ball part with some orbs. That was cool music. Some orbs. Then it goes into this really awesome ship part, which is fun when you're good at the game, but when you're new, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. And like, look at the sink with the ceiling and floor. And you just gotta straight fly through here. And then look at that, we're already like 75%. It's the drop. No, it's not the drop, it's the ending. Like, it's the shortest robtop level, which is crazy. Hit these portals. Hit that pad, which I always find a little difficult, but yeah. That is. Yeah, I agree. Cycles is a A tier. It's pretty good. It's okay. Okay, next up is X-Step. X-Step is the 10th main level. It's the first insane difficulty. The one thing I don't get with the robtop levels is their inaccurate star rating, because insanes can only be 8 and 9 stars, so I don't get why they jump straight to a 10-star insane. Kind of crazy. It's got some kind of fun ship gameplay at the beginning, and then the heat really turns up with this second ship part right here, because it's pretty tight for like new players. It can be very difficult. Even I die to it sometimes. You just fly through here. There's a bunch of blue pads, which I think are cool because they can like throw you off, but you can still beat it and upside down. And there's a blue portal there because somehow if you make it through there alive while being upside down, it'll just put you back to normal gravity. And then there's this like theory of everything part. Actually, theory of everything ripped it off because they came out after it, I guess. And there's a little orb spam part. That's kind of hard. And then I honestly just love the deco in this ball part. It's really sick. And you go into this easy ship part at the end. And if you die here, I honestly don't know what to say, man. That is X-Step. Alright. Okay, next level. I mean, no, we gotta rank this first. X-Step is, I think, a little better than Cycles. It's an A tier. Okay, next up is Clutterfunk. I love Clutterfunk so much. It's the 11th main level. It is the second insane rated. The song is amazing from the beginning to the end, but also just 70 to 100. Just listen to that part. It goes so hard. The coins, first one is a very precise ship. Second one's precise ship, you just gotta fly through a 1 block gap. The third one is kind of trash, you just skip an orb. Gotta lock in here. Okay, this part you also gotta lock in for because of this orb. Let's just triple orb. Whew. And yeah, then there's just a simple ball part with a fake orb there. And then this is my favorite part. The song goes hard from now to later. And then you go up and down. And I just think it looks really sick. Oh man! Clutterfunk. S tier right now. S tier. Absolutely S tier. Just gotta check and make sure where I put it. Yeah, I put it top of S tier, where it belongs. Next up, we have Free of Everything. The beginning is basically a meme at this point. All the 8-year-olds will just spam here and be like, oh my gosh, mommy, I beat, oh my gosh, I got 8% on the insane method level. Oh my gosh, mommy. When it's actually a super easy part, you just need to time your clicks right. Other than that, the song is great, the gameplay is great, the coins are great, except for the second one, if you know, you know. Introduces UFO in a new block design style with these bricks and vines, and there's clouds and stuff. Here's a cool part, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you go 1, 2. Listen to this orb music sync right here. Like, that was sick. And then you go into this ship part, there's the forbidden coin, which I somehow got. And you just gotta go through the simple cube part and then break down, bam, 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 bam. And you just fly through here, it's Flappy Bird kind of. And you just gotta go up, fall down, and then you go to the final cube section. Yeah, so that is Theory of Everything. I think it is definitely an A tier. What? Yeah, it's better than X Step for sure. Okay, next level. Electromagnetic Adventures. Oh yeah. I absolutely adore this level. 10 out of 10 S tier. No questions asked. It's up there with Clutterfunk for me. The deco, the gameplay, the song, and the coins are all pretty good except for the middle one. The middle one's absolute hot garbage because of the hitboxes. This fun little cube section. And I know what you're thinking. Blips, why won't you just shut up? Because I want to hear the song, but I can't do that because of copyright. Then it goes into a little cube section. Then you're going to this little UFO section where you double click there. Then you go into this little ship part and you go up and down. Then you go into a Flappy Bird section, which is really fun. And then after that you go into the ship part. Bump, bump, bump. And then you go into this ending cube, which I think is pretty cool. And you just gotta do some tricky gameplay here. Bam, bam. And then you gotta go up here. I love the song at this part. Then you just gotta do this spam part. And that is Electromagnetic Adventures. I think it's absolutely awesome. We gotta throw that straight into S tier. Behind Clutterfunk, because nothing can touch Clutterfunk. Except for maybe Club Step. Okay, we have to jump into practice for this. I'm sorry, we cannot play in normal mode, or else we'd be here all day. Because I have beaten Club Step. I don't know why this is happening. Like, your flow gets so messed up. If you know, you know. Why do I not get the coin there? Yeah, when you die in practice mode, you just start dying a million times, and it's so difficult to not die. Just because of, it messes up your brain, because your brain already has, like, a set, click pattern and flow for the level, so when you die in practice mode, it messes up that flow, and you're just teleported to a random part of the level, instead of back to the beginning, so it wrecks it. But yeah, Club Step's awesome. The coins are all good. Like, no coin, there's nothing the coins lack, except for the first one. It's kind of cool, because it's easy, but it kind of ruins the gameplay because it's easier than the main path and you have to click an orb earlier. And then this part's easy, you just have to hit that blue orb and then you just spam. Up here can be kind of tricky. That's the coin path. I memorized that click pattern, and then you go into this rainbow ship part, which where I think the music's cool. This is a part that kind of got me when I started playing Club Step. Right here, where you gotta go down, up. Like, you saw that. And you just gotta lock in for this last part. Your nerves are absolutely pumping when you get to this last ship part. Like, man, I've had so many experiences here. And you just gotta go. Wait, I'm cooking? Let me cook? Yo! I beat it for the last, like, 10%, which is not bad. Yeah, that is club step. I think it's pretty good. It's a lot of fun to play. It's definitely an S tier. Let me just check where it is, because I forgot. Okay, we'll just put it behind, we'll just put it behind Electroman for now. Next up is, started clicking way too late. Okay, into practice. Yeah, I mean, the ship parts are insanely hard. They're crazy. But besides that, if we don't talk about the ship parts, besides the first one, the first ship part's fun. It adds to the game. I mean, the last one, I'm not sure if it's easy or hard because it's a little bit of both, kind of. Dang it. How did I die there? Yeah, this ship part's pretty fun. This UFO, it can be very difficult for some people. You just have to spam at that yellow part and then let go before the blue portal. The coins, I didn't talk about the coins yet. First coin's fun. You just gotta skip an orb and then you kind of go under the level right here. Right here. There, that's the coin. And then this is the crazy part. You gotta go up and down. It's really stressful when you get there. You gotta go here. Wow, I messed that up so hard. I died here so much when I was grinding electrodynamics on my iPad, because I used to be a mobile player. Actually, I had the complete option to play on my PC, because I've had my PC for about a year now. And I just didn't, because I found I sucked on PC for some reason. But then I got totally used to it, and now I'm way better on PC. Yeah, that was the second ship part. It's pretty hard. Here, for this coin, you just gotta go like this. Wow, that's kind of a hard jump. Like, see? That's the hard timing for that coin. You just gotta jump here. Like, look, see? You can mess up that pad, and that's not good. And there's some quad spikes that kind of get thrown at you. And here's the ending ship. Wow, that was to be a terrible death in normal mode. Yeah, and that is electrodynamics. It's pretty good. I mean, the ship parts kind of ruin it for me, but let me check where I put it in my previous tier list. I put it A tier, below Time Machine. Okay, that is electrodynamics. Next up, we have Hexagon Force. And really cool thing about Hexagon Force, which isn't a cool thing, it's just an awesome level. Like, it's just so fun. It introduces duels and slopes, and the first ship part, it's nothing crazy hard. It was when you start out, for me at least. The first coin's pretty bad. Like, you just click before a pad. It's nothing cool. This level introduces slopes and duels. And the cool thing about duels is that you can control two icons at once. And there's this weird bug in that cube part, but most duels are symmetrical, therefore you don't have to it's not really controlling two icons, they're just a mirrored version of yourself, but they can both die, but it's just a copied layout. Here, this is an asymmetrical duel, where the layout isn't the same for both icons, it just changes. That's what an asymmetrical duel is. It looks hard, but it's really not, because in that part you just need to focus on one icon at a time. Then it ends off with this really cool decorated cube part, which I think is really fun. And then it ends off with this dual ship in slowed down speed, which can be kind of tricky because it's mini. And slowed down mini is kind of tricky to control. I'm not going for that because the hitboxes are bad. But yeah, that is Hexagon Force. I love Hexagon Force a lot. It's so much fun. I think, where does Hexagon Force go? Hexagon Force goes here. better than Electroman. There's a lot of levels better than Electroman, but they're all basically every RobTop level is great. Okay, next up we have Blast Processing. Blast Processing is crazy easy for how far down the level list it is, because it's just a random 7-star that we never asked for, but good thing we did, because we got the Wave. Oh yeah, everyone's favorite game mode. If you don't like the Wave, bro, get off the video. What are you doing here? Get off the video if you don't like the Wave. What are you doing, man? The Wave's awesome. It's a really simple wave part because it has to be, because it introduces it. Then there's just this simple ship part where it changes pink and green. Then you go into this fun ball part with some orbs thing. And then you go into a wave part with some like cool amethyst looking spikes. And they turn purple and orange. And there's also a dual wave, which is symmetrical, so there's nothing to worry about. You just gotta look at one side of the screen at once, and duels are easy. Then you just fly through some instructions with the wave. Then it turns into a little cube part. And then it goes into a UFO section, which you can time the coin there. And then it goes into this fun little ship part. And then this cool why do I always say blast processing? It's the level we're playing. But then it goes into this fun UFO for a little bit, then another ship part. This level has so many ship parts, I think it's about 4 or something. And the song gets sick at the end. Ready for a lot of fun and excitement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. I fell for my own trap, no way. That is blast processing. There was just a couple more colorful platforms and then you win. I'm not gonna replay that because I basically beat it. So next level, let me just check where blast processing is. Okay, it's bottom of bottom of S. We gotta rearrange this a little bit. There. Okay. Next up is Toe 2. Oh man, Toe 2. In my opinion, the easiest RobTop demon. It's just my opinion. You can fight me in the comment section if you want. For me, I think it's the easiest one. I have the whole click pattern memorized. I wonder if I'll beat it first try. No, I can't. I messed up my ball timing, but that UFO always got me. Like, the song gets so sick here. And then it goes into this really cool ship part with the mystery piano, and you go down. Oh. I'm gonna put a checkpoint there in case I die again. And you go down, up, down. And you go up again, and then this is the hardest part apparently to a lot of people, which I do not agree with. I think the hardest part is the 80% ship, even though I have it down now. And then it goes into this wave. And then there's a memory ball right here, which I have completely memorized. And you just go into this wave section here, where you gotta spam a little bit. Man, I'm messing up my flow in practice. And then you just go into this little ship part, which is pretty easy. Let me just put a checkpoint here. And then you go into this really cool, like, slowed down mystery part. And it can be really hard, this cube part, to read orbs because you're in slowed down speed and there's a lot of fake orbs. Here's what gets crazy. Oh! Oh, man, I got that. Wow. And here's the coin. If you didn't know already. Oh, man, I almost got that. No way. Let me get it here. Man, why is that hard? Oh, holy. Oh, I'm clicking so early. No. Am I seriously making you guys sit through this? No way. Oh. Bro. This is hilarious. How do I keep dying here? Yes. and then there's just a little mini wave section, and I have to admit I died at that spike wall there. Right, this spike wall. I died there when I jumped when I wasn't supposed to. That is Toe 2. I'm sorry you had to sit through that and just watch me die a million times on that UFO part. But yeah, Toe 2, it's definitely S tier. It's before Hexagon Force for sure. Next level up, Geometrical Dominator. I think this level's a lot of fun. It uses the rainbow color palette correctly. It also introduces that. It introduces the robot game mode, and it also introduces moving objects, which I'm not sure if that was for the better or for the worse. Then it goes into this little ship section, which can be kind of difficult with these like spikes moving up and down, because it looks like you're gonna die to them. Here, it's just a wave section, which is pretty easy. And then you go into this little memory cube, which is super easy. It's just up and down. And then you go into this dual speed robot. But yeah, it's a great level. I love the song. I love the deco. I love the gameplay, except for the 70% part. If you know, you know. What else do I like about this level? Basically everything. Like, there's nothing I really don't like except for the 70% part, which is coming right up. So you'll see it here. Let me walk in. No way, I got a first try, let's go. First try, baby. And then you go into this cool ball part with the moving platform. And then this little ship part. And then you just go into this last robot. Bam, 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 done! That is Geometrical Dominator. It's a great level. I really like it. Geometrical Dominator, where does it go? Goes behind Toe 2, okay. Club steps behind that, and then it's Dash, Electric Man, Blast Processing. Yeah, we're just missing about one S tier, and then the S tier category is done, and it's coming up soon. Next up is Deadlocked, and I'm popping straight into practice for this because I cannot beat it first try. I just can't. This took me 4 days of attempt grinding to beat, and it was very painful. I got a terrible fail at 91. It crushed me, man. It was so bad. Dying at like 90 or above is just terrible. Checkpoint, nice. Put a checkpoint down so we don't have to do the wave again. Yeah, then it just goes into a little simple ball after that ship part. Then it goes into this UFO. Then this really fun cube where you get shot out of like a cannon, which is actually just a portal. Then you just keep going through a bunch of portals. Oh yeah, this level introduces boss fights, and it also introduces portals. And I think that's everything. I don't think it introduces anything else. But yeah. And then you grab the coin from there. You just need the key from the ship part. Then there's this little memory cube. Then you go into this fun robot. Here's the coin. There's 2 different routes for the coin. Or there might be more. Deadlocked is buggy. And then the ship part, which I absolutely love. And then there's the boss fight there. Okay, put a checkpoint, nice. And then there's this wave, which I have completely down because this was the hardest part for me. And then you just go into this memory ship, which is pretty easy for me now. It used to be pretty difficult. Then this ball, which is just free compared to how the rest of the level is like hard demon difficulty. Tip 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. And then you space out those last 2 clicks. And then at the beginning of that second section of the ship, UFO, you gotta click twice. And at the beginning of the first section of the UFO, you click 3 times, drop down, and then 1. That is the click pattern if you want to beat that part. That is Deadlocked. It's definitely S tier. It's behind Clutterfunk. I just think it's really fun to play. That is all the S tiers except for Dash, which is coming soon. It's behind Clubstep, apparently. This is just my list that I did when I was recording before, but I turned the music up too loud, so you couldn't even hear my voice, so I had to completely re-record. Okay, this is Finger Dash. Introduces Dash Orbs, red and black orbs. There's no black pads, which I find kind of weird. Okay, next up is Finger Dash. Introduces Dash Orbs, the spider, black orbs, and red pads, and... Okay, next up is Finger Dash. Also, if you're wondering why I've been tiering stuff from a thumbnail, it's because I made a thumbnail after I checked the recording to make sure my volume was good, and the music was way too loud in the levels, so you couldn't even hear me talk. But yeah, I've been reading off there because that's still my opinion, but I just wouldn't be able to remember. So breaking the fourth wall, I know. But yeah, this level introduces spider, black orbs, red pads, and red pads, red orbs, and also dash orbs. And speaking of my spider, there's a funny story with it. Before I made a channel, I actually used black and white icons, and in a comment section, I saw a guy using the same spider as me, like exact same. Like it was black and white with the same color order, and it was the hermit crab spider. And then it goes into a little wave part level. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. I just love yapping. You can probably tell. Then it goes into this fun little spider section. Then this little ending cube, which in my previous recording I died right there and jumped when you weren't supposed to. But yeah, that is Finger Dash. It is the third to last level we will be ranking, and according to my list, Finger Dash goes behind Jumper. Okay, next up we have Dash. Is really cool. It came out about a year ago. It's the newest main level. It introduces blocking the walls, as you just saw. Potions as portals right there. And also it introduces the swing copter right here. And spider pads and orbs. Also introduces countless new things in the editor that is being used, but I don't know what those are. I don't use advanced stuff in the editor. I only use basic stuff whenever I try to make layout. And then it goes back to fire theme, because the first swing, if you didn't notice, was actually ice themed, which is really a cool detail. And then you go into that was a cool spider part. I really like it. And then you go into this little cube section, and then it turns you mini, and then this is the pre-drop section, where you're going across the screen. I think it's really cool. 3, 2, 1. Geometry Dash. Yes, I bought the 15,000 3 times speed robot effect. Laugh at me. I know it was 15,000. I should have saved for a pack. But yeah, anyways, this is a cool ending part. You just go through a tower, and there's some waves, which is my favorite part of the level. That was some good click consistency. Then you just end with a green orb up to a fin, and that is the end of the level. So we just have one more level to rank after Dash. And where does Dash go? Dash goes behind Clubstep. Okay. Just make sure this is all aligned. I think it is. Tell me in the comments if I messed it up. Last level we have to rank is the challenge. The challenge was added, I think, 2.1 because of dash orbs. It's some cool little gameplay for about 30 seconds. It's pretty short, but it has some spider and some cube, and that's about it. And it just ends with this little cube section onto a pink orb with a smile face. Yeah. It's pretty fun. I like it. I play it now and then. I think it's pretty good. It's definitely better than Polar Guys. I know Poltergeist is a whole level. It's kind of hard to rank the challenge with all these other levels. Same with like the world levels, which we're not going to be doing today. It's kind of difficult to rank them all together because they're like 1 minute 20 seconds to like 150. So the fact that the challenge is like 30 seconds, it can't really compete. But just out of like how fun the gameplay is overall, I think the challenge is better. But yeah, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave some video ideas down in the comments that you would like to see next. Because I think it would be really cool if you guys recommended me stuff. I'm going to be going live next Friday because I think this is going to be up on Friday today. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. I already said that. Okay, bye.